The old you cannot walk into the new life you keep praying for. You cannot carry in old habits, old mindset, old excuses into the future that you say you want. You're going to have to replace them. You're going to have to replace you're going to have to put discipline where procrastination used to be. You're going to have to put faith where you used to have doubt. You're going to put work ethic where you used to put just standard work ethic. You have to go in with a new mindset. You have to go build a new foundation and grow from the new foundation up. You can't try to bring in old, nutrients, old water, old things. Old keys aren't going to open new doors for you. And if you keep bringing and trying to use the same bricks that you built before, you're going to build the same old house. So you have to have new material, new equipment. And that's your habits. That's your mindset. That's your new, commitment to being disciplined, your new commitment to being consistent, persistent, and knowing and wanting to do better and to build that momentum. That's all it takes, is deciding that you're going to make a change and then sticking to it, being consistent. It doesn't mean you have to be perfect. So many people think that they have to be perfect, and that's why they never start. But there's people that know that they're not going to be perfect, and they know that they're actually going to fail a lot and make a lot of mistakes, and they start the journey. They start and they end up getting what they want because they know it's not going to be a perfect growth. They know they're not going to, not break and not fail and not lose and not feel a little bit of doubt, a little bit of imposter syndrome, a little bit of unworthiness. But they continue anyway. They continue to build. And as they do, their self-image improves. Their confidence improves. They start to attribute some wins alongside the losses. And those wins continue to build their backbone, which is that confidence, which is that self-image. And they know that, dude, I got to win. Let's just say I got 1 win out of 100 tries. But then the next go around, I get 5 wins out of the next 100. So you're 6 for 200, but you saw improvement. So by the time you're getting to 1,000, as long as you keep improving and growing, you might be 50%. And then by 2,000, you might be 80%. But that's the thing. You have to go get those reps. You have to go get that confidence. You have to go get those wins. You have to build upon that foundation that I said. And as you build, you become better. You become more experienced, because you can't Google experience. And so many people don't get the experience because they think they have to be perfect, or they're too scared and they never start. You can be scared and start anyway. You can feel the fear and do it anyway. You can be imperfect, and you will be imperfect because there's no such thing as perfect. So why do you think you're going to be an expert at anything you start? Were you an expert speaking your native language? Were you an expert knowing how to tie your shoes? Were you an expert knowing how to walk? Were you an expert knowing how to do math? Were you an expert knowing how to, drive a car? No, you just started and you kept doing it. No matter how many times you hit curves, no matter how many times you tied a loose, shoestring, no longer how many times you struggled saying a certain word in your native language, like you still progressed. Look at babies, they keep falling. If they fell one time and they were like, no, this is not for me, or their parents are like, no, don't walk, it's too dangerous. But in life, there's things like trying to improve your skill set, trying to improve your, mindset, trying to create businesses, trying to take risks, trying to move to new countries, new states, things like that. And people around us will scare us out of it. But when we're like I said, when we're babies and you're walking, nobody's telling you, no, you shouldn't walk. You fell 10 times already. You probably should just stick to crawling. No, it's encouraged. So upgrade your circle if need be. Upgrade the people you're in relationships with, whether it's friends, peers, significant others, family. That doesn't mean, cut them off, but distance yourself from them a little bit. Don't take what they said with a grain of salt. Don't let it be your main influence into your mind. Let people who have a vested interest, or they have the life that you want, take advice from them in those said aspects of life. If somebody has a certain bank account that you want, listen to them for finances. But if their marriage is horrible, don't take marriage advice from them. So learn to be smart. Learn to make great decisions. But stop carrying these old things. Stop carrying old bricks to build a new house, old keys to open new doors, old habits, mindset, and things like that to walk into the new life, the new improved life, the new level life, the new version of you, the better version of you life. It just is not going to work. It's like using old food to create something new. The dish is going to be horrible. It's going to be gross because you're using expired goods, expired food, expired ingredients. So get new and improved ingredients, new, fresh, raw ingredients. Mix them in, make the recipe of your life fantastic, and continue to go out and make it happen. Live a great life, pave a new way. This was consistency day 250. I hope you got something from this message. If you were inspired, challenged, or thought different from it, I encourage you to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more and continue to follow along. And other than that, I wish you all peace and blessings on the journey.